Army Football, a program with a tradition of success. Blanchard and Davis, Dawkins and Blake, names and faces that have built the foundation of today's outstanding Army football program. Even when empty, Michie Stadium just seems to be waiting for the excitement that is Army football. The Black Knights of the 80s have again roused the faithful.
Here we go, Ben. We're going all the way this time. Get it in your mind, guys. Let's go. Get it in your mind. Here we go. Left, 7, 9.
Boasting one of the nation's most prolific offenses, the cadets have returned to a rightful place of national prominence. Drawing on team unity and spirit that is a West Point legacy, Army football is striving to be the best. Army football, a commitment to excellence. Head coach Jim Young came to West Point in 1983. Since that time, he has guided his cadets to 3 consecutive winning campaigns, defeated 2 Big Ten opponents in postseason bowl games, and has twice claimed the coveted Commander-in-Chief's trophy, signifying victories over Air Force and Navy. But to Athletic Director Carl Ulrich, Jim Young has brought much more.
Well, of course, Jim has brought himself at that intensity, competitiveness, tremendous knowledge of the game, great organizational skill, and then maybe most important of all, Jim himself has brought a caring of our players, not only as players, but as cadets and as students. And these young people recognize that. You know, you say you can't fool the troops. Well, you can't fool cadets either.
Coach Young is very easy to get along with. He has a great sense of humor. He's a great coach. He has a definite winning attitude.
Coach Young, he cares about you. He takes a real interest in his players.
Jim Young is a fantastic coach. He's very inspirational to the team. He gets everybody pumped up.
He commands your respect. He commands your loyalty, and he has my loyalty. As a man, he's incredible.
He puts football into perspective that you can actually learn from the experiences on the field. You can use them in your everyday life, and he uses everyday life situations and applies them to the football games too. So he brings more out of football than just a sport.
The coach or leader is going to set the tone for the team. I feel that if I'm not totally into it and I'm not close to my team and understand my team and know my team and they know me, then we don't have much chance for success. That doesn't mean that you don't have a discipline program and that you're not the leader, so to speak. But I think that closeness comes about when you're sincere and when your players are sincere, and as you build upon that, that ultimately is how a team is successful.
Located on a 16,000-acre military reservation overlooking the Hudson River, the United States Military Academy has been successfully producing some of our nation's most outstanding leaders since its inception in 1802. On a campus filled with memorials and artifacts from our nation's past, West Point today is a reverent blend of respect for yesterday's triumphs and solid preparation for tomorrow's challenges. The honor roll of great leaders that have been part of the long gray line is long and varied, both in corporate and military walks of life. Names like Grant, Lee, Pershing, Patton, Eisenhower, Aldrin, Borman, and Collins give its alumni a singular place in the country's annals. One of the most celebrated leaders of recent times was General Douglas MacArthur. It was at West Point, in the twilight of his career, that he issued his final challenge to the Corps of Cadets.
Your guidepost stands out like a tenfold beacon in the night. Duty, honor, country. You are the leaven which binds together the entire fabric of our national system of defense. From your ranks come the great captains who hold the nation's destiny in their hands the moment the war tocsin sounds. A long, gray line has never failed us.
The cadets are constantly reminded of their place as a link in that line of men and women that have gone before them. It is the aim of the West Point community to equip each cadet with all that is necessary to excel in their field of endeavor. While attending West Point, all cadets receive a full scholarship plus a salary and enjoy a broad-based, balanced education. To ensure academic success and keep pace with modern technology, cadets receive a personal computer in their freshman year to be used throughout their West Point education. Once into their second year, a cadet may choose one of 40 fields of study or 16 optional majors. This academic program provides a base for graduate education and for future professional development. In fact, over 90% of West Point graduates go on to receive postgraduate education funded by the Army. Individual counseling, supervised study halls, and closely monitored academic progress are parts of the Army football program. Professors accompany cadets to away games, not only to assure the maintenance of a player's academic standing, but also to provide any additional instruction that may be requested or necessary. Achieving excellence in any arena requires one main ingredient: concentration of total effort. A football player at West Point is a cadet first and an athlete second. He is part of all normal cadet activities: academic, physical, and military. For plebes, it starts with cadet basic training. They learn that the Corps of Cadets is a unit, and every member of every company is a special person. Cadet life is one of sharing and handling situations and demands of all types. Camp Buckner is located on Lake Popalopan, 6 miles from the main campus area. Each cadet divides his summer between vacation time and military training. During the school year, military instruction is limited to a few hours of class a week, so training intensifies during summer duty. This is the time the cadet really learns what the military is about. Marksmanship and physical training are staples of the military diet.
Yes, sir.
While individual skills are built and perfected, the key to all the training is the necessity of learning to work together quickly and effectively. Coordinated effort toward a common goal.
When I first explained how to build a bridge in the bleachers, I was pretty confused. I didn't know exactly what was going on. But they helped us out a lot. And it really wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. The bridge was still pretty heavy, though.
Get us over across that thing, man. Dang, it's worse for football practice.
Working within the confines of the Military Academy's high requirements for the total student athlete, Jim Young has again created another success story. Drawing on the determined intensity of his players, Young has asked for and received total effort from his dedicated charges. He insists his teams exhibit three qualities: pride, poise, and team. These elements depend upon the same character strength that West Point demands of all its cadets: a winning combination.
The Wishbone fits the type of personnel that we have in the academy. We don't have huge linemen like a lot of the major colleges do, because the Army way isn't one that means an individual is necessarily going to be 280 or 90 pounds. And so we base it on quick linemen, on coming off the ball. We don't have to hold our blocks a long time because the ball is handed off on the line of scrimmage. And then really the Wishbone is a team offense where all 11 men are going to hit and be hit. I think that lends to the teamwork that you learn as a cadet. So it's a type of offense that fits West Point because we're land operating offense, and I guess that ties in with the mission of the Army as well.
A mission of West Point is to train and inspire its corps of cadets to develop qualities of leadership. The mission of the Army defense is to get to the ball carrier. The U.S. Military Academy Prep School is located 50 miles south of New York City at Fort Monmouth, New Jersey. The concept of the prep school is to ready young people for the academic and physical requirements at West Point. It has also been a great aid to the football program at the Point. Preparation of mind and body in top facilities has created a positive pipeline of talent that might never have gotten the chance to make the most of the West Point opportunity.
Going to the prep school helped me learn how to manage my time. And the academics that they have at the prep school prepare you for classes here that you'll have as a freshman.
First coming out of high school, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. So I figured that prep school would give me a chance to see if I liked the military and to give me a chance to play a little college football without losing a year of eligibility.
It helped my rapport, with my classmates and everything, just being able to, stand as a figure, maybe somebody got a little more experience.
Army Prep plays a schedule of junior colleges and four-year JV programs. Under the tutelage of Coach Tom Nelson, its players have contributed greatly to Army football success. Prep Athletic Director Bob Muller is proud of that.
In football, we've really, in our minds, have done a lot in contributing to the West Point program. When Army was winning the Cherry Bowl and the Peach Bowl, we had 8, maybe 9 players starting for those teams each year. So we're very proud of that.
Well, I felt that the prep school helped me sort of find myself, where I wanted to go with my future and what I wanted to do. I had no obligation to go to West Point when I attended USMAPs, but through the education, both militarily and intellectually, I found out that I did want to go to West Point, and it strengthened that feeling.
We're looking for individuals that are excellent athletes, excellent students, and have a desire for the military. And when we find an individual like that, we generally have a real winner.
The academic demands placed on the student at West Point are as difficult as any in America. What sets the Academy apart is, again, the concept of unity of purpose through teamwork. AI, additional instruction, is available to each cadet just for the asking. Academic Counselor Colonel Lou Choka knows Army's commitment to excellence is especially demanding on football players.
It is demanding, very demanding for an athlete to do the athletics and football as well as the military and academic program. We're here to help them and support them in every way we can. Now, they've got to do it. I use the coaches a lot. I find that the coach is a tremendous motivator, and Coach Young especially really believes in academics being a very important part of their program. And I talk to him and the coaches, and they kind of fire the cadets up to make sure they get on additional instruction. This institution knows that it brings in the finest young people that this nation has to offer. And that once they're here, no matter how tough it is, that everyone who is here on the staff and faculty has one goal in mind, and that is to help them reach 4 years from now, graduation, and the second lieutenancy, and an opportunity to provide inspiring, exciting leadership to the Army.
Eisenhower Hall is the cultural and entertainment center of student activities on campus. Cadets can also choose to spend free weekends seeing the sights of New York City, only an hour away. As in most colleges, however, most of your free time is spent with your fellow students, enjoying one another's company and forming lasting friendships. Army's commitment to excellence in the football program is illustrated by the new weight room facility. Along with coaches' offices and the Red Blake Gallery, Army's refurbishing of a wing of Mikey Stadium is a tangible result of striving to be the best. Training for injury protection as well as bulk and muscle building, strength coach Bob Roguski credits others for the accomplishments of his program.
I feel the program here at West Point is successful because of two reasons. One, the support that was given to me when I first came in by Coach Young, and also the support by Mr. Aldridge, our athletic director. In addition to that, our program is successful because of the type of kid that we have here. I often will have people say to me, the program is doing well, and my reply to them, it's not me and it's not the program, it's the kids and their attitude. There's no way you can win at in any program or at any level if you don't have the people participating in the program and working as hard as they can. And you find that here at West Point.
Being the best you can be, an Army way of life.
Here we go, 2 big reps now. Stretch, pull, down, line, need one more now, one more.
In many respects, we play 2 seasons. We play the regular season, and then we play Air Force and Navy. The Commander-in-Chief's Trophy really is a league championship, and it's the great tradition of the Army-Navy game, and also for us, the Air Force game is very important. And when you win both of those, it means that you've gone on the field against equal competition and against individuals that play with everything they've got, and you've been able to defeat both of them in one season.
The Army-Navy game is a traditional clash that draws worldwide attention from the Army faithful. From West Point Superintendent, Lieutenant General Dave R. Palmer, to each member of the Corps, Army versus Navy is a special event. Played in Philadelphia before over 72,000 feverish fans and a national television audience, the Battle of the Academies is a pageant of color and emotion. 2 teams going full out, holding nothing back, playing for the pride of their service. The culmination of a dream, and perhaps for some, the making of a legend. As you decide what course to follow, consider the tradition of excellence West Point offers. You will be prepared to meet any challenge in the military or corporate field. Leadership experience, positive reactions and attitudes, and the finest undergraduate education anywhere awaits the one who accepts the West Point opportunity.
We, in a sense, play for the Army, and we play for the country. And it's important that Service Academy teams, and in particular West Point teams, be envisioned and perform as winners. So that great experience of wearing an Army on one's breast takes with it so very, very much beyond what the normal college or school athlete might experience.
Army football does have a commitment to excellence.